It speaks through me, 3 voices I can't stop. Introduction. I hear them. They speak through me. Here are 3 voices I can't silence. I'm Caleb Reed, whispering this to you from my dark bedroom in Black Creek, Tennessee. A sagging house on the edge of town, slumped against a tangle of woods that groan and creak in the wind. 2025, limping through a humid, restless spring. I'm 31, a mechanic at J&D Auto, hands stained black with grease, wrists scarred from years under hoods, living alone in this crumbling place since my sister bolted for Knoxville 3 years back, leaving me with just a dim bulb swinging. Overhead, a camera that catches my face. Hollow, tense, lips trembling as I lean close, and the ghosts of a life I thought I'd keep simple. I used to think my head was my own. Thoughts clear, voice steady. A guy who fixed engines, drank beer on the sagging porch, slept with the crickets buzzing outside. But now they're here. Voices, not mine, spilling out, taking over, threading through my days, my nights, my breath. These 3, they're new, loud, relentless, clawing at me, breaking me apart word by word, and I can't stop them, can't drown them, can't outrun them no matter how hard I try. Picture me here, dark room, shadows thick, walls humming, faint, whispering to you, wondering if I'm still Caleb, or just a hollowed-out shell, a mouthpiece for what's inside, what's waiting to speak next, what's already started. Story 1, The Voice from the Walls. It began in February, rain steady, air thick and warm, the kind of damp that soaks into your clothes, your skin, your bones, and stays there like a second shadow. I was home, exhausted, wrench still jammed, in my pocket from a 12-hour shift at the shop, sprawled on the couch, a lumpy relic with springs poking through, TV muttering static in the corner, its blue flicker bouncing off the peeling walls. I heard it. Faint at first, a murmur, low, like someone talking through a locked door, coming from the wall behind me, plaster cracked and yellowed from years of neglect. A house my granddad built in '58 and left to rot when he drank himself. Gone. I sat up, rubbed my eyes, gritty from sleep, pressed my ear to it, cold and rough against my cheek, heard it grow. Caleb soft, drawn out, my name seeping through, not my voice, older, rougher, like gravel grinding slow under a boot. A sound that didn't belong here, didn't belong anywhere. I tapped it, knuckles dull on the plaster, heard it tap back. Caleb louder, clearer, vibrating the wall, the floor, my spine, words piling up. You're here, slow, deliberate, pulling me in, tugging at something, deep I couldn't name. I jerked away, heart racing, breath short, watched a crack split wider, thin, jagged Caleb hissing out, sharp now, insistent, like it knew I was listening, like it wanted me to talk back, to invite it closer. I grabbed a hammer, old, rusted, from the toolbox under the sink, swung hard, dented the wall, heard it laugh. Caleb echoing deeper, from every wall now, kitchen, bedroom, ceiling, a chorus weaving around me, stay, soft, then loud, commanding, pinning me where I stood, my hands shaking, hammer slipping to the floor with a dull thud. Next night I tried ignoring it, headphones on, old country tunes blasting. Felt it anyway. Caleb, buzzing through the wires, the couch, the air, louder, angrier, cracks spreading like veins, words shifting, you can't leave, pressing into my skull, my chest, my breath, a weight I couldn't shake. I tore the wall open. Days later, crowbar prying, found nothing. Dust, warped studs, rot, a faint smell of mildew, but it's there, every night. Caleb, whispering, shouting, laughing, speaking through the house, through me, growing roots, in the plaster, in my head. Yesterday I woke, cracks spelling Caleb across the bedroom wall. Fresh, wet, plaster dust on my pillow, a voice humming, "Listen," when I tried to sweep it away, waiting for me to lean close, to let it in. Story 2. Echo in the Void. Then came the echo. March, fog rolling thick over Black Creek, blanketing the woods, muffling the world outside my windows, turning the pines into ghosts that loomed in the gray. I was restless. Couldn't sit. Couldn't think. The wall voice still clawing at my ears. Pace the backyard. A patchy stretch of weeds, mud, and broken bottles from nights I'd rather forget. The air heavy with damp and the faint rot of fallen leaves. I shouted, dumb, loud. "Anyone there?" My voice cracking the silence, raw from disuse, needing something, anything, to push back the quiet, the whispers that wouldn't quit, the weight pressing down since February. It came back. Not mine, not an echo. Caleb, deep, hollow, rolling out of the fog. Not from me, not from the trees. From nowhere, everywhere. A stranger's tone, slow, deliberate, curling around me like smoke, chilling my skin under my jacket. I yelled again. "Who's that?" Louder, desperate, throat burning. Heard it reply, "You're not alone." Clear, sharp, not my pitch, not my words, echoing wrong, stretching long, bouncing off nothing, growing. Caleb, booming, now shaking the ground, the air, my spine, a voice that swallowed mine whole. I spun. Boots slipping in the mud shouted, "Stop," my voice raw, swallowed by it. "Caleb, stay." Laughing back, low, guttural, circling me, fog thickening, hiding whatever spoke, whatever knew me, whatever waited out there beyond the pines. I ran. House looming through the haze, tripped on the steps, scraped my knee bloody, heard it follow. Caleb in the wind, the fog, the walls again, louder, closer. A voice that wasn't mine, wasn't human, wasn't anything I could pin down or fight. Next day I tried. Stood there at dusk. Shouted, "Leave me alone." Heard it. You called, mocking, deep, echoing from the void, the emptiness. Caleb layered, voices piling, 3, 5, 10, laughing, taunting, drowning me out, rolling back from places sound shouldn't reach. I don't go out. Stay in, windows shut tight, blinds drawn. But it's there. Every yell, "I'm fine," met with, "You're not," from the dark, the fog, the nothing, speaking through the silence, through me, waiting for me to scream again, to give it more, to feed it my voice. Last night I whispered. Testing, barely audible, it roared back, "Caleb." Shaking the glass, rattling the frames, fog pressing against the panes, voices weaving, "Stay," through the cracks, waiting for my next word, my next mistake, my next surrender. Story 3. My mouth, their words. The last hit this week, April. Heat rising thick, storms brewing on the horizon, thunder rumbling far off like a warning I couldn't heed. I was in the kitchen, alone. Always alone now. Washing dishes, hands, pruned from hot water, sink dripping steady. A rhythm that kept me grounded, muttering, "I'm okay," under my breath. A habit to keep the quiet from closing in, to keep the walls and the fog at bay. It started soft. My voice, Caleb, whispering back. Mine at first, then shifting, dropping low. "You're not rough, gravelly, not me," spilling from my lips, my throat, my chest, words I didn't choose, didn't think, didn't want. A voice that wasn't mine stealing the air I breathed. I stopped, fork clattering into the sink, felt it push. "Caleb, I'm here." Deep, distorted, my mouth moving, my tongue heavy, their voice, not mine, taking over, rolling out like thunder from my own jaw. I grabbed my throat, choked it, Back, fingers digging in, heard it anyway. Caleb, let me speak, loud, booming, my lips parting, my jaw working against me. You can't stop, laughing through me, low, guttural, my hands shaking, dishwater splashing as I fought, as I lost as it won. I shouted, "Shut up!" My voice breaking, hoarse, felt it twist. Caleb, I won't. Darker, sharper, spilling out, my mouth theirs, my words gone. I'm you, grinning through me, my face burning, my breath theirs, my will crumbling under the weight of it. I taped it, mouth shut, duct tape tight, ripped from the roll, felt it hum. Caleb, I don't need that. Buzzing in my skull, my chest, my bones, speaking anyway, laughing at the tape, at my hands, at me, proving it didn't need my lips to own me. I ran to town, diner, noise, people. Whispered, help, to old man Joe, my shop buddy, grizzled and gray, saw his face pale as it answered. Caleb needs me. Low, not mine, through my lips, my eyes wide, his coffee spilling as he backed off, chair scraping, eyes darting like I was poison. I'm home, tape off, voice free. It's constant. Caleb, you're mine. Every word I try. I'm fine. Turning, you're not. Every please stop, met with never, deep, relentless. Speaking through me, owning me, threading through every whisper, every shout. Yesterday I recorded, phone shaky, hands slick, heard me. I'm Caleb. Then it, no, I am, distorted, laughing, my mouth moving, my voice gone, theirs forever, growing louder, sharper, waiting for me to speak again, to give it more room. I woke today, lips moving Caleb in my sleep, not my choice, not my sound, filling the room, the house, me, breaking me down word by word. Final. These three, the voice from the walls, the echo in the void, the words from my mouth. They're not dreams I can shake off with daylight, not sounds I can mute with noise. They're here, in Black Creek, in this house, in me, speaking, through me, breaking me, taking me apart one word at a time, one whisper at a time, one scream at a time. I'm Caleb. Dark room, bulb swaying like a noose, walls humming alive, whispering to you, hearing them. Caleb from the plaster. The fog, my throat, louder, stronger, every night, every breath, every silence they claim, every moment they fill. I can't stop them, can't fight them, can't outrun them. And I'm wondering, am I still me? Still Caleb Reed? Or just a vessel, a mouthpiece for what's inside, what's waiting to speak next, what's already taken root? I'm asking, who's speaking through you right now, when you're alone, when you whisper your name, when you think it's just you in your head?